So we're going to go ahead and we're going to review telling time. We're going to learn how to read an analog clock and how to write it in digital time. Analog clock and digital time. So, and you might be thinking, Miss Lucy, why do I need to learn how to read a analog clock or a digital clock? Well, when you are an adult or even as a kid, you have lots and lots of things to do. You have karate class, you have art class, you have ballet class, you have swimming class, you have school, you have nap time, you have your favorite show, and all of those are at certain times. So we need to make sure we can read an analog clock and a digital clock so that we don't miss on all these events. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to explore the clock. And so the clock has two very important hands. Sometimes you'll see three hands, and there's one hand that goes pretty fast. That is a second clock. That one goes by seconds. But most clocks have two very important hands. They have a short hand, and that short hand tells the hour, and they have a long hand, and that long hand tells the minutes. So if I look at my clock here, anytime that my minute hand moves all the way around, look what happens to my hour hand. It moves along because there are 60 whole minutes in an hour. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you that. Minutes are very, very special. That's why when we sing our song, that we'll go ahead and play one more time, we put our minute hand up and we'll put it in a 5 because our minutes go around by 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. But when we get to 60 on our digital clock, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to write or say o'clock. So that's our minute hand. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with our hour hand. Our short hand tells the hour. And this hand, all it's going to do is going to point to those big numbers that you see on your clock, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to read that time. So right here, 3, and I see that my hand is all the way to the top to that 60 or that o'clock. So I would say 3 o'clock. One more time. Tick tock goes the clock. I have 2 hands to tell the time. My short hand tells the hour, long hand tells my minutes. And I like to think that the long hand, the minute hand, is so long because the minutes are on the outside. They're so long, the 5s, that I want to go ahead and I want to stretch my hand out to those minutes. Here, I can tell time. So the way that we said that we can tell time is step 1, we can look at our hour hand. My short hand tells my hours. So I'm going to go to my short hand. Here it's pointing at that 3. So I'm going to write down that 3. Then I'm going to go ahead and go to step 2. I'm going to look at the long hand and I'm going to start at the top and count by 5s. But I got to remember, if it's already at the very top, I can just say, o'clock. So right here, it says 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Remember, tick tock goes the clock. I have 2 hands to tell the time. My short hand tells the hour, long hand tells my minutes. Now let's see if I can do it with some other clocks. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go down. Okay, let's do this purple clock. Okay, don't have any anchor charts to help me. I have to think of this on my own. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sing my song so I remember. Tick tock goes the clock. I have 2 hands to tell the time. I have to start with my short hand. My short hand tells the hour. I'm going to start with my short hand to tell the hour. So I'm going to go ahead and in my purple clock, my short hand tells the hour. That's the big number. So that's 11. And then digital clocks have these special two dots on there that separate my hour and my minute. So I'm going to draw in my two dots. So I have my hour done. Now, shorthand tells the hour, longhand tells my minutes. I need to go to my longhand. So I'm going to go ahead and here's my longhand. But wait a second. I got to remember my longhand is long because the minutes are outside and they go by fives. Oh, but it's at the top. So I can just write o'clock. What's o'clock? What's o'clock? 0, 0. It is 11 o'clock in my purple clock.
Now, let's see if I can do the blue, the teal clock.
Okay. Tick tock goes the clock. I have 2 hands to tell the time. My shorthand tells the hour. So I'm going to do my shorthand first. Here's my shorthand. It's pointing to the 9. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write 9. And I'm going to do my 2 special dots that separate my hour and my minute on my digital clock. So here's 9. Now, long hand tells my minute. So I'm going to do my long hand. And my long hand is pointing all the way to the top. And my long hand is long because it wants to touch and reach out to the minutes that go by fives at the top, which means o'clock. Okay, we have one more clock to do. Tick tock goes my clock. I have 2 hands to tell the time. My shorthand, here's my shorthand, tells my hour. So there's my 5. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write 5. My 2 special dots that separate my hour and minute. And then my long hand tells my minute. So my long hand, and it's long because it wants to tell my minutes. And my minutes like to go up by fives. So I'm going to count by fives. Start at the top and I'm going to jump and skip count by fives. 5, 10. I landed on 10. So that means I landed on 10 minutes on my outside. So that means this clock is showing 5:10. Oh my goodness. Okay. So friends, I want you to go ahead and you're going to answer the questions down below to help you practice telling time. You're going to go ahead and you're going to read the analog clock and you're going to write the correct digital time. Remember, my shorthand tells my hours, longhand tells my minutes. Your challenge for today is I want you to draw a clock. Draw a clock with the shorthand and the longhand and label it. Shorthand tells my hour, longhand tells my minute. And maybe you can pick your own time and tell me, why is that your favorite time? Maybe it's lunchtime, maybe it's snack time, maybe it's TV time, video game time, playtime, maybe it's reading time, maybe it's nap time. Whatever your favorite time is, just make sure you draw your analog clock and label the hands. And I'm going to challenge you even more to label the minutes around. Label the minutes. So, 3 things to do. Draw my clock, right? Label my hands and my minutes around, and tell me, why is that your favorite time? Why do you like that time? I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.